Hey everybody, I'm back with a few notes about some wine, just to chat and experience things. Today I'm joined by old-time friend Leif, and Monita's in the background there. And today the hypothesis is that a bold red wine works well with red meat, but also in particular with a barbecue. So today we're out back, late afternoon, early evening, and we're about to barbecue some red meat and asparagus. So what will go well with that? Well, I thought I'd break out something special. And this is not going to be in our price point region that we had previously talked about. This is another one of those special bottles. It's going to be probably, well, this is not available anymore. This is 2016 Napa Valley Cab, and it's not from a huge vineyard, Sullivan Rutherford estate, but it is comparable to some of the better known cabs from the area, like Silver Oak, like Phelps Insignia. So you're going to get that kind of enormous bomb, presumably, of flavor and deliciousness. Should have almost no tannins. They should have dissipated enormously. Should be very smooth. Have a little bit of the oak potentially. But the goal here is to have something that accompanies red meat and you can enjoy on a cooler evening. We probably wouldn't normally have it on this warm evening. First warm evening of the Bay Area this winter. But we're going to give it a shot.
It'll get cold.
It'll get cold in a few minutes. But we're doing it because this is the right time. So
cheers.
Cheers, Leif. Let's give it a shot. Big nose. And some of the residue that you get, I opened it about half an hour ago. Enormous.
Wow.
So that the nose speaks to enormity.
Enormity.
How is the
the enormity.
How is the taste?
It's delicious. Super concentrated. Definitely mouth coating.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's
the fruit isn't hit you like fruit. It's actually. I feel like Dracula. I mean, it's
thick.
It's
and
thick and.
But it's not chewy. It's not like that
no.
Chianti, the Chianti chewiness, with the tannin boldness and everything. This has layers. It's delicious, but there is. I think this could actually be good a few years from now. And maybe, Ivanka, you could hold off on the watering since we're recording. But this actually, even though it's 7 years old, I think this could go even a little longer.
Oh, I'm sure it could. Yeah. I mean, the tannins are smooth, but they're there.
They're there, exactly.
They can carry this baby for a while.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So there's just that hint of astringency at the end. But wow, this is big, bold, delicious. If you recall, in our Oregon Pinot tasting, we did a high-end Pinot and a sort of an everyday Pinot from Oregon, and even the high-end one was probably a little too delicate for a big, bold dinner. This will stand up to almost anything. I'm thinking that, some of the Bordeaux's we're familiar with will be comparable, but this is a true Napa Cab. Holds its own. Very high in alcohol, by the way. This is a 14.8. So this is probably, and by the way, we'll have another session about alcohol content on wines. And in certain respects, alcohol sometimes hides, it's sort of a crutch on the part of the winemaker, I feel. But so that gives it some of its, immediate deliciousness and boldness. But wines don't have to be that alcoholic.
No, and sometimes if they are, they don't. Everything else doesn't stand up to the alcohol, but this is really nicely.
That's right. Yes.
integrated.
Yeah. Exactly. Certain grapes don't benefit from higher alcohol. This seems to be well balanced, really delicious.
Yeah.
And go for it. And just one last note. I would say that Napa has a problem. I know nobody would say that, but there's some 400 wineries there now. it has a problem. There's no affordable wine there anymore,
No.
that you really want to drink. And so you're paying $100 for a very good bottle of wine, but we can't all have $100 bottles of wine every day. So what do? We say we shell out for something like this, and we only have it once every so often, very rarely. It's certainly worth it, but you're not going to find this on the shelf of your Trader Joe's. This is sort of a more special wine, but unfortunately, that's what Napa's come to these days. They have great wine, but they have to charge a lot for it.
Yeah. So for that special occasion, cheers.
Cheers.